Good evening. My name is Kadaria Ahmed, and this is Straight Talk. My guest today is a columnist, publisher, and restaurant owner. His early journalistic career was with Africa Concord magazine, from where he moved to the Weekend Concord and eventually to the now defunct celebrity magazine Classic as editor. A self-professed accolade of late businessman and politician Chief MKO Abiola, my guest was hounded into exile by the dictatorial government of the late General Sani Abacha for his activities with Radio Kudirat. He spent 3 years in exile in the United Kingdom before returning home. My guest has also dabbled in active politics and ran for political office as the presidential candidate of the National Conscience Party in the 2011 general elections. He lost woefully, garnering only 26,000 votes. On Straight Talk today, I am very pleased to have with me Bashorun Dele Momodu. Bashorun, welcome to Straight Talk.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Now, I made reference to your foray into politics in 2011, and you did lose to President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. 4 years on, 2015, it seems you've scored a victory against him, and the man that you vigorously promoted and vocally promoted is now president-elect. Do you feel victorious?
I think every Nigerian, including those who worked against General Muhammadu Buhari, feel very victorious today. I've been outside Nigeria since that verdict. And actually, this is my first trip back home. Everywhere I've been, from Middle East to Europe, around Africa, it's been a victory song.
Why do you think that is the case?
I think for the first time in a very long time, Nigerians and friends of Nigeria see that glimmer of hope. Our case had been that of complete hopelessness. It was like we were living in total darkness, and no one was ever sure Nigeria would get out of it. Though I had been quite prophetic, since after I contested in 2011, I would have written about 50 articles in this day, predicting this victorious day.
So you feel vindicated?
Oh, certainly. Because I knew that no country ever lived perpetually in stupidity and backwardness, and Nigeria wasn't going to be an exception.
Why do you believe this will be different? I mean, this cycle of hope and despair, Nigeria has been here before.
No. The last time it was aborted in 1993, when Nigerians united and voted for one man. I predicted weeks to this election that whoever wins must try to carry along at least 4 out of the 6 geopolitical zones. And that was one of the things that General Buhari achieved. 2 is the fact that now we have a man that we can trust.
People, you say, need a leader they can trust.
Yes.
We've trusted leaders in the past. In 2011, this president had a lot of goodwill. People did go out and vote for him to become president, and yet many feel let down by him. So I ask you again, why would General Buhari be different?
No. In 2011, what we had was a mirage. What we had was not this kind of, how would I call it, spontaneous reaction. Nigerians at that time was like, okay, let's give him a chance. Oh, he's a minority. Oh, they've never had, the Niger Delta never had someone in
These
the
are
center.
all valid issues.
Yes,
valid
but then
reasons.
those were pure sentiments. Now it's not about sentiment. Concretely, Nigerians everywhere agree that General Buhari is incorruptible, that General Buhari is a simple man who will not waste their resources, and so on and so forth.
The problem is we are now left with two, I think, important regions of Nigeria that are seemingly not on board with this government. Don't you think this is a problem, that the South-South and the South-East appear not to, have endorsed this president?
No, it is not a problem. For the first time, also, an opposition government, opposition party, has been able to take on the ruling government in power. And for the first time, opposition has a general spread that is unprecedented. General Buhari had contested since 2003. For the first time, the APC party has been able to garner support from every geopolitical zone, despite the fact that they are weak in two, but then they still have their presence. In the South-South, they have a governor in Rivers, they have a governor in Edo. In the Southeast, they have a governor in Imo.
The point I want to make is that given our polarization, given the fact that we have a history of a civil war where a certain section of the country continues to feel disenfranchised and not involved, doesn't this election reinforce those fault lines that we already have? Because we've got the eastern part of the country and the south-south part of the country not being part of, at least a large chunk of them did not vote for this government that is about to come into power.
There is no election that will be won 100%. Otherwise, what you're going to have is a one-party state. So you can forgive people. I knew a lot of people, a lot of my friends from those zones who agreed that, look, this government has not made things easy for itself, but we have no choice. So it's not as if they hated Buhari. It was a question of blood being thicker than water. So that's the way you should see it. The thing is that if you have to choose between your own brother and someone else, it is only natural.
But
it is only fair.
Is this not the politics that increasingly Nigerians want to move away from, where it is merit that trumps where you come from?
But we have seen now that, one, we have been able to change that mindset that you must always vote for your own person. So my belief is that the South-South and the Southeast, and in fact the rest of Nigeria, we all have lessons to learn, that we must never follow anyone blindly. We must follow issues, we must follow seriousness, we must follow achievement.
Given the fact that, by and large, many believe the last 6 years have further deepened the cleavages that existed among Nigerians, whether it's regional, religious, or tribal, does this new incoming government have a responsibility to run an inclusive government that will bring in even people from the South-South and the South-East that did not vote for it, so that we can begin to heal as a people and maybe from there move forward?
Oh, I have no doubts about that whatsoever, that this government is going to be a government of national unity. I'm not a member of APC, I'm not a member of PDP, yet I supported Buhari. That would not make me to decamp from the National Conscience Party to say because Buhari is now president, I must join him.
Now, this government of national unity that you would like to see, do you believe, entail him appointing PDP members into government?
Oh, why not?
I'm not talking about fringe parties and smaller parties like yourself.
Trust me, if he finds anyone in PDP who has distinguished himself, after all, some of the APC members today came from PDP. So they are Nigerians. As a matter of fact, the day you are voted in as president of a nation, you stop being the president or the candidate of your party. You become the father of the nation. Of course, majority of those who will be in government will be APC. But that is not to say that you will not find one or two people from other parties, whether it's PDP, whether it's Accord Party, or ABGA, or Labour or any of them, or National Conscience Party, you can find good men and women from all those parties. And again, even from Nigerians who don't live in Nigeria.
Let us take a break. Stay with us.